This game's gonna be Slayer on Regret. We're playing against Snipedown, PreDevoNatoR, and ContrA. These guys were running games for a while after the Rostermania where Snipedown left DG. He's looking at Envy now, so he didn't actually end up playing with these guys, but they played quite a bit. Snipedown rushes for the overshield, trying to get away with it. He gets taken down. I don't believe that's a very valid strategy anymore. Just soaring for the overshield, it's basically just a guaranteed burn. You're very unlikely to get away with it. It's just not something that... It used to be a thing that everyone would do. You just send 4 people bottom and have one person charge it. Try and shoot the people shooting that guy. But for now, you usually kind of stay with 2 bottom and maybe 3. But usually want to have at least 1 person going caster. Here I draw for Snipedown. Luckily he comes out. But on this map, especially on this map, you want to stay up top. There's a jump here that I didn't really practice at this time, so you can tell I miss it twice. If you're going to try and jump with matchmaking like that, or anytime, it's good to practice some matchmaking other than a tournament, but just go to custom games for a tiny little bit. Practice it 10, 15 times, get it down. I haven't really practiced it, and it showed off there where I just choked the jump twice in a row. ContrA is going to fly out with pretty much no help. Yeah, I got shot from across the map, but he had no one with him. If he had someone just with him there, he would have been able to clean me up, and he would have lived. However, I'm luckily able to take him down. He pushed by himself out of the bottom of the base. I had top advantage. See, we're 3 people on Snipe down here. He does a really good job of buying time and staying alive. Enough time that I'm actually put to 1 shot and I get cleaned up by ContrA. Anytime if you're in a situation where Snipedown was, where it's 1v3, just be as annoying as possible until you're able to be cleaned up or get help. Just never give your free deaths. Always, put damage down or just run around and help your teammate get in position because they're chasing you. The guy actually was underneath me there. I didn't see him on my radar. Haven't been watching my radar there. If I would have been watching, I would have been able to easily, had my teammate who was in red with me help me on that kill. Wouldn't have died, would have picked up the kill, would have been able to push out together. So watching your radar, even though a lot of people don't like radar, it's still, you still have to watch it as part of the game. I'm getting pushed from car 2 here because we lost car control. I had a teammate car 2 and he actually dropped down. You see him on the map waiting for overshield. So it was a good play by him, but he ends up getting taken down as another burnt overshield. It's just... this map has a lot of burning of the overshield because it's just so fast and so small. The overshield gets burnt a ton because... anyone you kill, unless it's right on the spawn time, they're going to be right there again. And that's another instance right there where ContrA just jumps right over my head where he's not watching his radar, has no idea I'm there. Luckily, I get a good nade on him. I'm able to pick him up. He had a teammate there, so I really shouldn't have lived that. And his teammate makes a really good play by going down bottom there. I'd expect him to stay up top because you usually want to be up top, but he makes a really great play by going down bottom, lives, and I get cleaned up because he made me weak. You see him on the outline, he gets right back up top as well, so it's not like he really lost anything. We're going to have 3 people pushing out blue car here. Anytime you're stuck in a base, always make 1 coordinated push where you have like 3 people out of car side, 3 people out of B side, and 1 person bridge. Just doing that allows you to basically just overpower one side because very rarely they're going to have 3 people who are on that side. You usually want to have 1 P, 1 top mid, and 2 car rotating back and forth. Top mid guy can obviously help, but you really want to just try and, overpower the one side, make a team push together. He actually flies at me here. He didn't know I was here, so that's a good pickup. And luckily, I unfortunately missed that stick, but luckily he walks backwards onto it. I guess he was retreating to his teammate to go OP, but he could have just pushed through there and probably lived. Ended up giving up a free death. And that's what I was talking about. You just have to stay alive as long as possible. He wasn't stuck. He knew it was behind him, and he still walked backwards right on top of it. Ring 3 control is debated. You're so in the open, but you get so much help. You can see both sides of the map. I got a lucky grenade on him there. It stops the push, even though we're 1 dead. So they still have 2 in their base, even though we're 1 dead, and we have 1 in red too. They end up taking top mid control. They end up killing me on blue car. I should have beat down there, and just by not doing that, we pretty much lose complete carbine control. We go 2 dead now. We have 2 people. They have 2 people going car, top car, and we're going to get rotated on for a minute here. I get a weird P1 spawn, which was actually like extremely lucky. My teammate spawns are with me because they collapsed on red. I should have spawned bottom blue. They're going to be going down to set up for overshield though. So I luckily get that kill and actually escape this. I should have been dead there. That last caster had a really weird bounce where it just comes off the wall, and it was just like extremely lucky that I'm alive right now. We end up collapsing, getting 2 kills down bottom. And we're gonna want, as soon as you kill people in that base, you know they're the opposite base. You can literally see them spawn if you're top mid. You can actually just jump up and shoot them off spawn, nade them, caster them. We're in a position to do that, but we knew that we had numbers advantage. That's why we collapsed bottom red, even though you want top control. We had a 4v2 advantage. We collapsed. We got a nice kill lead here. We're gonna actually lose top control again. We have one person sitting in our base. He's just being really slow at pushing out, and that allows them to just fly out and get top control. We had a good kill on Car, and he retreats off top mid because he knows he has no help. There's one in their base. He listens to the call out. Extremely good listening to call outs and everything and cleaning up my teammate there, but he actually gives up complete top control, like I said. So we're going to be up top now off of that one play where he just helps his teammate. Our guy was in blue base, which was kind of irrelevant. His teammate probably could have lived there instead of losing top control. But ContrA actually lives there, stays on bridge, stays alive, comes up top, helps his teammate, picks up 2 kills after helping his teammate off that one play. So if we were more confident in playing them and we just all pushed up top, that one push that he went back in would have punished them. Unfortunately, it didn't. Snipe Down picks up a nice kill there. He takes out our teammate. We're down 2 players right now, and we're stuck in red base here with a 4-kill lead. So if you're ever stuck in a base, you know, look, we see our teammates, we're 2 dead. Our teammates both crouch in our base, and we wait for each other. We don't just push out Car. It's a close game. You don't want to give any free kills at all. So we know they have top control, and we have red. We're going to want to sit, like I said, put 3 people on the side. Here we do 3 people out red, 2 people in our base. I try to go out bridge, but there's 2 there. Unlucky for me that they actually collapsed really good there. We end up picking up 2 kills, and they're going to have to push in. They only have 1 person up top right now, and I get a Car 1 spawn. And I spawn with my teammate. Overshield's about to be up. 3 people here. I should have been able to get at least one of these kills. Unfortunately, I die. Actually stay alive, but I'm basically dead for this overshield because I have no business going for that on 1 shot. I should have stayed there, hid, but I get castered out. You know, 1 kill game with overshield coming up is just, you know, we're stuck in our base. We end up picking up a lucky kill. I get spawn killed, but the guy overextends in his base by himself. You know, if you don't have a teammate with you, you don't want to overextend like that, because off of that one overextension, we ended up with a 3-kill lead, just because they didn't have anyone top mid or anything. So we have a 3-kill lead, we still don't have top control, they have top control. Play it super slow until you see or hear someone. As you see, I hear someone on P2, I know there's somebody here, I don't know where. I see him jump up, AR, close range, pick up a super important kill. We're up here, 1 kill, 49, 46. He has overshield going Car 2, blue Car, so we're going to want to pretty much just know he's there, don't really push that guy. And play this super slow until you have a teammate. We end up picking up a kill on the other side of the map. And this map is pretty much just fully rotations, as you've seen that whole game. We're just rotating back and forth, and then drop for overshield when it's up.